So I've been thinking a little bit about the gear and the 10.15 gear and stuff like that, and 10.1.7 and things. Because I was complaining about this vendor before. You get one piece a week. To be honest, I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant that they have done that. I'm gonna tell you why. The catch up should be in the end of a season, not mid-season. Of course, 10.07 gear from the Forbidden Reach, they should make that much easier to get. Like the season before should be much easier to get when that season has passed. Like later on in that season, like mid-season, like now, 10.15. But 10.17 is the last of this season, right? So that catch-up, when it comes, that is good. Now we have sort of a bonus in 10.15, which is this gear from this vendor, right? And I think that is good that we only get it once a week, because I think that this is more bad luck protection. If you don't get gear when you do certain content, you can buy once a week this gear as a bad luck thingy, because this gear can also be made into tier gear, you know? So I see this one as a nice like backup bad luck protection kind of vendor, and not like a catch-up vendor, because catch-up will come in 10.17 at end of a season. So that's why I think it is totally fine that this is once a week. However, Forbidden Reach gear 10.07, that should be totally changed. It should be much easier to get it. Actually, they should put it into the vendor, and Elemental Overflow, they should make that bind on account. Or like they do with this one, that you can buy it and send it. Buy Elemental Overflow and send it to alts. They should make that, and should also put the 10.07 gear into a vendor, and not only like from rares and stuff. Because that's like the old expansion now. And they should do that now in 10.17. So it's like end of one season will boost up the gear from previous season when it comes to that catch-up gear. Because in that way, starting the game, or an alt, mainly an alt in this case, leveling one up and being able to gear it up to like around 395 or between 390 to 400 eye level, that's a perfect start to jump in with a character. It's so bad right now. So they should definitely do something about that, and I hope they will. But yeah, then the Flightstones, another issue. I think the Flightstone is a really, really big issue. I would like to see two changes when it comes to Flightstones. Number one, aspects to buy Flightstones is just a freaking joke. Like, how many people can do this? You know, it's just so stupid. All quests should be able to buy Flightstones. That's number one. And 75, that's just bullshit. But all of them should buy. That's number one. Number two, they should make it buy on Blizzard account. I mean, a vendor where you can make it to a box, and that box is sent to your alts, like they do with the Paracasual Flakes. Those two changes I would like to see on Flightstones. I think if they did that, and the stuff about previous season gear, make it faster to get, I think those two would make people play the game more. I actually think that, because those two, we go back a little bit into like how it was before Dragonflight. It makes you do content that you really don't want to do, but you have to do it because you need the stuff from it, which are the Flightstones or the Elemental Overflow or whatever, or like farm rares from an old zone. Like it forces you into do stuff that you really don't want to do. The only thing you want to do is it would make your character ready so it can do some content. And I'm not talking about to start doing M+ or higher M+ or normal raid or anything like that. I'm just saying that you should be able to do really fast, make your character ready so it can do heroic dungeons, LFRs, like in that zone, M0s, you know, so you can start doing stuff. Because right now you have to do so much other content to get there, and I think that is just stupid. It makes me feel I don't want to play another alt because I have to do those things. Or I don't want to try a new character, new class, because when I ding 70, I need to go through all those things after I've leveled all my character, level up that character, you know? Because right now, with this character, for example, I'm lucky with this character because I hit around 398, something like that, through Forbidden Reach. I did a lot of content Forbidden Reach, so I got a lot of things from there. So I'm lucky in that way. And that, you know, that maybe I can join a weekly now. I haven't played Mage since Shadowlands, you know? Now I jumped in on an M0 weekly. I can queue up on a heroic now, do those four heroic dungeons, which I would never be able to do if I didn't have that Forbidden Reach gear. So that should be so much easier to get, to reach where I am now, because this is where I want to start playing. Like it requires too much gaming to get enough Flightstones to be able to upgrade stuff. If I do stuff and I get something, I want to be able to upgrade without required to do a lot of other stuff to be able to upgrade my gear. The ratio should be the amount of time you put into getting that gear, that kind of content you're doing to get that gear, that should more or less at least be enough to be able to upgrade that gear. You can upgrade it, but since there are so many stages to upgrade, it's so much, man.